Welcome back, everybody, and we're going to continue this. This is SpinTires, and thank you for joining me. So let's park this over here right to the left of us. There we go. Oop. Park that, and we'll disengage our axles, so that way when we come back to it, we don't need to worry about it. Now, we want to shut off our engine, because you don't want to run your engine all the time and come back and find out that you don't have any fuel. Okay, so now, here we go. We've got ourselves an actual logging truck. Now this one, looks like it's got a small or medium length trailer on it. So it's going to be, small logs or medium logs. It looks like we can pick up with this. Looks like it says it's if we go to advanced, it gives us the option to detach the trailer, but it's not telling us what it is. Alright, but first thing we got to do is start the engine. And let me get over on this side. This is actually pretty cool the way this works. Here we go. So check this out. Take a listen to this. Now, is that awesome or what? Or this is just, they put so much into making this very real. And it looks like this also has a crane on top of it, so it gives us some different options we can do with the crane. And we're not going to pull that out right now, but that'll be very useful for picking up logs, and maybe if we need to move something out of the way, maybe. Alright, but like I said, we're starting this game together, so this is going to be an adventure for both of us. Alright, so we want to take this over to where the lumber is. So I guess first thing we need to do is drive it over to the lumber yard. Let's see, lumber was right back through there, so we're going to go right through there. And careful on the rocks. This will handle the rocks a little better than the Jeep will, than the little Land Rover. And it'll also run over small trees a little easier, but we still want to be careful of trees because things like the trees, and if we hit that lumber too hard, it will damage the truck. It can damage your trailer as well. Okay, so we need to try to get in here and then get the trailer backed in. Okay, so that's where we got to pick up lumber. Problem is, we got to get the trailer in the right alignment, and we need to get facing the other way so we can get back out. Here we need a little bit of traction help here just to make this easier, so we don't, so we can make the truck go where we want it to go. There we are. Okay, now that we got the truck in the right position, we need to make sure we get the release in the right area, and got the trailer. We need to get it all straightened out, so that way we can load our lumber. So what you do when you're in here, it shows you this little menu, and you select the size of logs you're getting. But it depends on your trailer. So here, if you got the wrong one, it says need to install the carriage. Well, we don't have the carriage here, so we're going to select the other one. So this one won't work either because that's the long log trailer. So what we've got is the medium. Alright, so this one, it'll tell you, and show you the arrows. Okay, you can use this one because it says load up, but it says we have to position our truck properly. This red arrow shows you that we've got to move the trailer that way to get it more straight. Okay, so what we want to do is pull forward until our trailer is straight. Let's see if we can get up a little bit higher, that way you can see it easier. There we go. So we're going to go forward just a little bit. Oh, wrong way, there we go. And we're going to try to go until our trailer is straight enough. There we go. There, now it doesn't have the arrow and it says we can load up. There we go. Alright, so now we've got 4 points of lumber on our trailer. Now the question is, once we got it loaded up, how do we get out of here? Everything this way is pretty well in the way. Now we can back up, but this is an articulated trailer, so it's going to be a little difficult for the backing up. But that is basically our only way out of here, is we need to get that trailer backed up so we can go out the same way we came in. Now, once we get out of here, the question is, where do we go? Well, here's our map. Here's where we are. We need to go over to one of these objectives. Kind of suspicious the way this river comes down here that we won't be able to get through there. So I think we'd be better taking the truck back up towards the garage, refuel at the garage, and then attempt to come back across this way. I think that's going to be our best bet overall. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, first things first, we've got to get the truck out of here. So I want to get an angle where I can see where we're going easily. And so I can keep an eye on that trailer. There we go. Let's see if I can back it up a little more. Okay, so now here we go. So we want to turn our wheels opposite the way we want the trailer to go. Okay, so if you want the trailer to go to the left, we want to turn our wheels to the right initially, and that will force the tail end of the trailer, or the front nose of the trailer, over to the right, and it'll force the trailer to the left. And so we've started it, but now, because this is a short trailer, as soon as you do that, get it started, you want to straighten your wheels and turn them into the same direction the trailer's turning, and that will keep the trailer hopefully going the way you want. But this is a little bit of a game. It's difficult to do at times, especially if you're in mud and off-road. It's a lot harder to manage where this trailer is going to go. Oh, looks like we have to engage a little more traction here. Okay, so we want to turn the same way the trailer's going and then keep backing up. Okay, now we want to get the trailer going the other way. A little further back. There we go. But we don't want to jackknife it, so we need to turn with it. Okay, now let's see how much room we have. We might be able to get out of here with that. Really wish this camera was a little more friendly. We're still going to have to back up a little more, it looks like, to make that turn. So we want to make sure we have the wheel full left so the trailer doesn't jackknife any more than it is already. And there we go, we just hit the jackknife limit. So let's try to get back over here where we can see where we're going forward. Now we should be able to get out of here. We're probably going to need a little extra help here, traction-wise. I've got the axles all locked in, or live, but I don't have the differentials locked. Hopefully we'll be able to get out of here without any problems. But this wood is going to make this truck a lot heavier, also top-heavy. And when you're slipping around in this mud, sometimes you've got to be real careful about having your trailer, fairly level. If you get too high on one side, you could end up tipping your truck and trailer over. Come on, a little more. So let's lock in our axles and see if that'll help us get over this last little bump. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So let us get up here. I'll correct my camera angle for better driving. There we go. And let's check our map, make sure we're pointed the right way. We are. Alright, let's head back up to the garage. And we're going to take our lumber with us and hopefully, without incident, try to get all the way back up there. I just love what they did, the realism in this game. It's a lot better than I've seen in a lot of other sims. Okay, so this looks like this is going to be a bit of a trouble spot we're coming into here. It's going to be real soft, so we're probably going to need to lock it in. Oh, come on. Gotta turn into it, turn into it. Oh, no, 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 don't tip over. Okay, so this is one of the difficulties with having a logging truck, is they are top heavy when they're loaded. We want to get this trailer, there we go, tipping back the other direction. Okay, so now what we've got to do is figure out, can I get up here is a question without it tipping over that far. I was apparently too far over in the soft. Oh, come on, you can do it. We need to get up out of the mud and on more solid ground. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Pull it into the corner, there we go. Gotta go into the corner, there we go. You got it. Alright. That was close. That was a little too close to the tip over point. There we go. Now that we're up here, we can disable or unlock the differential. Now, because we're still in the soft mud, I'm going to leave the all-wheel drive portion activated. That should help smooth out the driving experience a little bit, I hope. Now, one thing about this game that I've noticed is when you hit bumps, it does kick around your steering a bit. So you've got to correct your steering often, but if you overcorrect, then it's really easy to get in trouble real fast, just like in real life. Okay, now we're just buzzing along up here, and hopefully this will be this is a little more solid ground, so hopefully this will be a little smoother running. Now if we can get up on harder ground and I can turn off the all-wheel drive, then that'll save on fuel a little bit too. So let's go ahead and disable there we go, so I disengaged the all-wheel drive. And we'll just go ahead and continue in this is basically an open axle rear-wheel drive right now, so we'll continue that as long as we can. Oh, that's interesting, a little bit of exhaust braking going on there. That's what that gargle sound was in the game. Okay, get it away from the really soft mud. Okay, so this tells us approximately how much fuel we're burning per minute, as well as the damage. Oh. Soft mud, soft mud. Okay, so here we're going to need a little extra traction here. This is really soft. Oh, soft, yeah. We need to get back up on the solid ground here so we can turn into the corner, into the lean. There we go. Alright, and we're almost to the garage. I'm going to take it to the garage so we can get fueled back up, because I have no idea how much we're going to have to go through to get to the first objective. So let's get this back up here. Oh, watch the load there. There we go. Okay, so now that we're here, I do believe all we got to do is shut down, and oh, there we go. We didn't even have to shut down. We just had to wait for it to update. Alright, well, I'm going to break this episode off here, and we'll get this going again in the next episode. So thank you very much for joining me. We'll continue on our next episode. We'll continue to take the logging over to our objective, hopefully get it all the way to the objective up here in the corner, upper left-hand corner of our map. And that'll complete part of our mission, and then after then, as long as while we're going there, we should be able to unlock some of these cloaked areas to expose that map as well. So we'll explore that a little bit more in the future, in the next episode. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next episode. That'll be up here shortly.